everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great week so far, and hope you're having a great night too, just like Jan just said. Beyond Barrels is here today too. Chris, how you doing? And of course, I am here, the Hombre Cave. So tonight we're going to be talking about some really interesting things. For those of you that are members of the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective, it's gone on pre-sale today. And for those of you that aren't, you can join easily. It's $10 a month, and it's well worth it. It's a great community, and you get access to some amazing tequilas. And one of the ones that we have landing here next week, we're doing a pre-sale right now, is the 54% Carrera Blanco. I know a lot of you guys have seen me ranting and raving about the 40%, and I know some of you have tried the 40% Blanco and just seen how great it really is. It is so good. It's so good. So I decided to pour a little bit of the 54 for tonight and kind of walk you through what we're looking at with this. Before I do the review on the Tequila Hombre channel, just for my Hombre Cave peeps, because that's kind of what we do here on the Hombre Cave. Now, we did do a pre-sale. There is a pre-sale going on right now where you can get your bottles all reserved up before they sell out. We have the exclusive on it, so it's going to be only found through the collective and through Ferment and Still. So if you're interested in joining the collective, you can actually go to Ferment and Still, and you'll see the exclusive batch link on fermentandstill.com. And you can click on that link, and then it'll have a link to join the collective, as well as a link to get to the password protected area that has our buys. So if you want to join, become a member, join the community. It's a great group of people. We have about 80 people in it right now, and they're all awesome. And we share a lot of information on the Discord server. And when you have questions, ask questions. People answer them for you, even if you have questions about the brands and stuff. And then if you tag me on it too, you get instant access to me and answer your questions stuff. It's only $10 a month, so it's only like a Starbucks coffee and a half a month. And you get access to all this stuff, and you get lower price a lot of times too. And then also when allocated stuff comes in, like Winter Blend and G4 6-year XA, I give them to the collective members first. I normally give them priority, get them priority. So a lot of times they won't even post up on Ferment and Still, because I'll just say it to my partners. I'll say, hey, I want these for my group, and they'll say okay, and we arrange a good price, and then we assign them to the people that are members of the collective, so they get exclusive stuff on it. And I know Jan can tell you he's gotten a lot of good stuff from his membership. There's a bunch of people that have gotten a good involvement in the membership. And then for those of you too that are doing the aging projects, we post a lot of the aging project stuff on the Discord. So a lot of the guys in the collective are also doing the aging projects with the Beyond Barrel aging staves. We have a channel just for the aging projects, so you can go in and see all the different aging stuff that people are experimenting with, what their thoughts are on it, and they share tasting notes and all kinds of things. So it's a great community, a lot of fun. And it's well worth the money, and then you get the access to the special buys that I put together, and I'm working on some new ones for future too. So, what is this? Yeah, I'm loading up. Yeah, you were loading up. That's right. you did. He bought a lot of it. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do too is, for those of you too on the collective that are buying cases, I may do a case, like case club or something for members, and then give you guys some additional perks for those that buy cases. Sorry, not cakes, where you'll get priority on the special bottles and stuff, where we only get like 10 of them or something like that. The people that buy the cases will get first access to them. I'll probably do that as an added bonus for those that buy cases, because literally, Jan, every buy we do, he buys at least a case, which is awesome. We appreciate that. So, hey, Quicksilver, happy Thursday to you too. Hola. And then for those of you too that didn't know, yesterday was my birthday. I am what my mother-in-law calls the speed limit. The speed limit age, 55. Just turned 55 yesterday. So I don't feel a day over 54. So I guess I still feel pretty young. All right. So let's take a look at this Carrera 54. All right, I want to. I've got it. I poured a little bit in a glass here. I haven't tasted it yet here out of this bottle, but this is the stuff that you'll be getting. They put some in a bottle for me when I was there last time to bring back with me, and I've never opened it. It's just been sitting here in a bottle, so I finally opened it today, and I'll do a review on the Tequila Hombre channel. And for those of you too that are members on the Tequila Hombre channel, you probably got an email from Google. We had an issue with that where I need to get some things straightened out with my AdSense account, so it's going to take a couple days probably. But don't worry, the membership will come back up for that. It's just let it go and it'll come back up. No worries. All right, so looking at this in the glass, look at that. Look at the oiliness on this. Look at the legs and tears forming on this thing. Look at that. It is like, oh my God, look at all the legs and this stuff is so oily. It's finally breaking there. See that? It's got such a nice viscousness to it, oily and creaminess to it. It's ridiculous how thick and oily this is, which is great. I mean, it took forever for that to finally break, but it is absolutely beautiful. All right, so let's see if we get on the nose on this. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, it is pure essence of cooked agave. I mean, that's, if you've ever been to a distillery where they're cooking agave, it smells exactly like that. It is the pure essence. It's beautiful cinnamon and baking spices just all up in your face. Little citrus notes coming in, hint of pepper, but it is so clean and so cooked agave. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and it's boom. It's like sometimes you get faint hint of cooked agave and blancos and stuff. Or it's like a little bit. It is so up in your face. You're like, whoa. I mean, just. It smells so good. It smells so good. I can't wait till you guys get this stuff. It is. It is so that caramelized sugars from inside the agave plant. It's so good. Oh, I could sit there and smell it all day, literally, though. Yeah, finally. Did you get your pre-order in yet? EBA? You're making me glad. Oh, you're going to be so glad you bought a case. I'm serious. And you guys know when I rant and rave about stuff, I don't just rant and rave about stuff. I mean, I literally, I mean it when I go crazy over something. And I'll tell you if I don't think it's that great. But this stuff, and I know Quicksilver, you've had the Blanco. Take the Blanco and just turn it up like tenfold on the nose. And it is so rich with the cooked agave. All right, so enough with that. I don't want to sit here and have you guys watch me just nose this thing. Instead, let's taste it. Oh, it is so soft and silky on the mouthfeel. My God, it is so soft and silky. It's like what's that? I've been so busy, just saw it on this video. We'll place order soon with other bottles. Okay. You don't need to, you can just buy bottles of this because I wouldn't worry about other bottles. It's a pre-sale anyway, so you don't want to, it's going to sit and wait. You're going to wait till next week to get it. So And shipping is so cheap now. It's $14.99 for anything, all that you want to order. So you don't have to worry about adding other bottles and stuff to it. You just buy, like, I'll just buy a case of this, and that way, when this comes in, it's in stock. You'll get your order. If you buy something else, add other bottles to it, and they're not in stock, you really have to wait. If something happens and they go out of stock, you'll have to wait. So, hola, hombre. Hey, Tony. Hola. But this thing is so, it's like creamy, silky on the mouthfeel. It is so ridiculously silky. If you ever had, I'm a huge chocolate fan, and for those of you that are chocolate fans, have you ever had like a silky chocolate ganache from like Godiva, where it just melts in your mouth and just, it feels like so silky and smooth on the mouthfeel? That's what this feels like. It is so oily and thick and just beautiful silkiness coming through on the mouthfeel. And then you get this beautiful, rich, cooked agave taste, the cinnamon and baking spices in tons. And then there's kind of like a caramel note mixed into it too. Caramel molasses kind of caramelized sugar note to it. And a hit of citrus, no peppery heat, no heat to this at all. It is so easy to drink. It almost has like a buttery, like a buttery note in there too. Butter, and it's got a buttery texture to it. This is so good. You guys are just going to be like, oh my God. This stuff's amazing. And then I just get that beautiful sweet cinnamon note that just sits on the tongue, rides it out. It's not hot at all. It's just very easy to drink. It's going to be dangerous. It's considering it's 54%. It's going to be dangerous. It's going to be really dangerous. But it's so good. You guys, those of you that are buying cases, you're going to be so happy you did. I'm not kidding. This stuff is so good. And it's and we're getting it for $60, $60, which is a great price. You know, you see stuff like Wild Common going for like 90 or $100, and it's not half as good as this. This stuff, I think would destroy a Wild Common in a blind tasting. So I think this will destroy a lot of things in a blind tasting, so much that I'm going to do a blind tasting challenge with this in a future episode. So make sure you subscribe here on the Hombre Cave. I'm going to put this against some heavy hitters on the still strength Blanco category, and have somebody else pour it so I don't know what's in what. And we'll do this blind against other tequilas and see what comes out on top and stuff. But I think this is going to blow everything else out of the water. This is going to raise the bar. This is going to set the new bar as to how good a high proof Blanco should be. It's going to do that. And if anybody comes back and says that they don't see it, it doesn't have a beautiful flavor profile to it, they don't have tastes. They don't have tastes. Because this thing is so rich in cooked agave notes. There's no additives in this. It's pure 100% additive free. But it is so rich and so beautiful with the cooked agave notes. It's by far the best high proof Blanco I have ever tasted. It's that good. And you can really pick up some of the malolactic, the buttery, cheesy malolactic notes mixed in it too. It is just absolutely phenomenal. This is as close to perfection as I think I've ever come to tasting in a Blanco. It's that good. So good. Yeah, you guys are going to be crazy. We're going to do a blind test on this, blind tasting panel. You guys are going to love it. That's great. It really is. All right, any questions about the Carrera 54? I know for those of you that bought your cases and stuff already, congratulations. You are going to be very happy. And some of you that just bought 2 or 3 bottles, you probably ended up buying more bottles. I can guarantee it. You just want to do it before we open it up to the general public and sell out of it. But definitely want to grab your bottles while you can. And for those of you that aren't members of the collective, join and get yours before it's gone. Because this stuff's phenomenal. You're not going to find stuff like this anyplace else. And then we have the exclusive on it, so you can't get it anyplace else besides with the collective on Ferment and Still. So we'd love to see you join. We'd love to see you become a member. Again, if you want to, go to Ferment and Still and click on the exclusive batch and barrel link up in the top left-hand corner, and then it'll give you the link to join in there, as well as the link to access the password protected area. And the password is in the Discord group. So it's that good. And then, I want to talk a little bit about these limited edition tequilas that are coming out that are very expensive. One of them, for example, is the 11 Bricks. But there's another one, too, that came out called the Lydia Hoven. I mean, come on. You guys can't get sucked up into the limited edition FOMO, fear of missing out, FOMO, entrapment deal that they do where they're trying to get you to pay $100 and something for a Blanco or for a Hoven. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Don't get caught up in it. Be bigger than that. There's plenty of great tequila out there you can drink where you don't have to worry about missing out on one batch. Just let it go. I didn't get any of the Lydia Hoven because it's like, no. I wouldn't pay that for a Hoven. A Hoven's just a mixture of an aged tequila with a Blanco. You can make Hovens yourself at home using your extra Neo supply or whatever and Blancos. You can make a Hoven using the Carrera 54. You buy the Carrera 54, that'll probably blow any other Hoven that you've had out of the market, and it'll be uniquely yours, very limited edition of 1 or 2 bottles or however much you make. So don't get caught up in the FOMO stuff because some of this stuff is going crazy now. Hey, JCS Guitar. Hola. Some of that stuff's going crazy, and you don't need to spend that kind of money. Seriously. Not for a Blanco or a Hoven. No. Stop it. And if you stop it, they'll stop producing them. They'll start, sticking with the stuff that's affordable that people should buy. But not this crazy 700 bottle batch that they're charging, $130 or $140 or whatever it is for the Hoven. No, just don't. No. Don't get caught up in the Hoven thing, all right? Don't get caught up in FOMO. If you ever feel like you're going to be missing out on something, and it's super high priced, drop me a note and I'll tell you. Don't worry about it. I'll calm you down. I'll talk you off the tree. I'll talk you off the money tree, so you're not picking bucks to buy all these super expensive, overpriced tequilas. Now, for example, the Carrera, the high proof 54, it's $60 for high proof Blanco. An amazing, like the most amazing high proof Blanco I've ever tasted for $60.99, $61. That's better than what Wild Common was charging, and some of these other really expensive high proofs that came out. Was it? Hello, hombre from Dayton, just getting settled in for the night. Hope everyone's well. Cheers. Give me some G4 Blanco all day, $50. Yep. Well, this $60 Carrera, the high proof Carrera, blows G4 out of the water. It blows it out of the. It makes G4 look like garbage, diffused garbage. It's so good. That's how good it is. And I love G4. But this Carrera, so much better. So much better than G4. And it's made by the Camarena family too, so go figure, right? Different Camarena, but they're family members. But it's so good. All right. Yes, I've had Mi Gente. Yes, Mi Gente's good too, but nowhere near as good as this Carrera. Nowhere near. And it's not high proof either. The 40 proof Carrera beats Mi Gente as far as I'm concerned. And I think I gave Mi Gente when I did the review on it a 5 agave originally. So it's good, but the Carrera is better. The Carrera 40 is better. Yeah, but you're not going to find it because it's collective members only. You have to join the collective first. So, but if you look at when you go to Ferment and Still, you'll see the link for the exclusive batches stuff. You can join the collective through there. It's only $10 a month. It's cheap, and you'll get access to all the great buys that I'm doing. Which we have a single barrel repo from Yayo coming in too in June probably. And that one's going to be amazing as well. It's so good. The flavor profile of it was so much better than the other samples they gave me. It stood out on its own. It's going to be an amazing repo, and it will sell out. I know it will sell out. We'll create. Yes, they're going to be using this Blanco for the repo and the Añejo in future batches. Yeah. But they have an extra Añejo coming out that will not be the new stuff yet, and the stuff that's out right now isn't the new stuff yet. But they will be using the new Blanco on stuff to come out soon. So, hello, hombre! Can't wait for the 54 to show up my doorstep. I have a couple of French oak staves ready. Okay, good. You're gonna age them with French oak staves, though. I mean, you should. Age it. You should drink it first. Try it first before you drop an aging stave in it. This stuff is this stuff is good to drink on its own without aging. I wouldn't age it. I wouldn't age the 54. Although I probably may age one, but it's just so good and so flavorful. It doesn't need it. It's kind of a sin to age this and add wood flavor to it. It just doesn't need it. It's that good. It's kind of a it's kind of a sin to do that to such good agave flavor. Seriously. This Blanco is that good. It's that good. You can drop it in G4 or Fortaleza or whatever, but I wouldn't drop it in the 54. Just personally. I mean, I may end up doing a bottle, but it's so good. I'm drinking this bottle here that I have. I'm drinking it because it's like I poured like a big glass of it. And it's almost done now. So it's that good. It's crazy. And I know people are going, well, you just here. You're doing this. Here, I got to do this.
You're just doing that because you sell it, you have it for sale on the website that you work with, so you're just saying that so you can sell more units than that, and then, we're gonna get it and go like, nah, it's nothing, there's nothing to it. I know how you are. You're just after the money. Nah.
And no, that's not the case. The reason why we carry stuff on fermented stills because I like it. If I didn't like it, we wouldn't carry it. So yeah, everything on fermented still that we carry, I like, because that's my job, is to curate what's on that store. So what I was working with the Camarenas to put this profile together for this batch, I said, yeah, this is the one. This is so good. Yes. And then, we were like, we got it perfect. And then they're like, okay. And then they're like, well, we actually like it so much too that we're going to dilute it down and make it into the 38 and the 40 for the regular Blanco. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But make sure you save enough for the collective, because we want our too. And so we're buying all of it. So we have all of it from this batch. We have the whole thing. It's it's exclusively ours. So it's not like you're gonna be able to walk into Total Wine and buy this, because you won't. It's not going to be available anyplace else but Ferment and Still. We have exclusive on it. So you want to make sure you you come in and get some. And really, it's the $10 a monthly fee that we do for the collective. You get so many other benefits in it, from just besides access to this special stuff. You get, all your community and stuff. You get become a member of a great community. We get a bunch of information that people share. I give you access to special buys and stuff for special stuff that comes in from Ferment and Still that you probably normally wouldn't get trying to get it on your own. It's well worth the money. It's well worth it. I'm glad I cracked you up. Question: how long will an unopened bottle stay good? As long as it stays closed, it'll stay good. They don't go bad. Tequila doesn't go bad. Even if you open it up, it won't go bad. It won't go bad. Now, the more you drink and the more air you get into it, the more oxidized it'll get. So, but once it gets to a certain point, you just want to finish it. Once it gets to the bottom here, don't just let it sit there with all air in there. Just drink it. But you can have a bottle sitting for decades unopened. I have a bottle from the 1980s up there that still good if I was to open it. It's got an artificial cork too, so it's not like it's got any evaporation or anything. So, but tequila doesn't have a shelf life. It won't go bad. So, you can stock up on it and have it sitting in your closet and stuff for years and not have any issues. That's what I do. I've got stuff from my original buys from like 5 years ago sitting in here on the shelf still. I've got stuff from original barrel buys. I got some old bottles in there too. And some of them are open and they're still perfectly fine. So. We're really talkative group tonight, you guys. I'm here to answer your questions too. So if you have any questions, anything else you want to talk about, you can ask me. That's what I'm here for. So I know people were trying to find the Lydia Hoven, and I just don't waste your time. Seriously. They'll make you jump through hoops like a freaking trained circus dog to try to get it and pay for it and stuff. And then, I think the only people that are really selling it anymore are the gray market, aftermarket guys that will jack up the price to $500-600 or whatever and say, hey, I've got an extra bottle. I'll sell you. And I'll sell it to you for $1 million. Don't feed those guys. Don't do business with them. Don't get caught up in the FOMO. Don't feed your money to the FOMO craze. Don't worry about missing out. So what? You missed a Hoven. Big deal. Get a different Hoven. There'll be plenty of Hovens. It's like, so what if you missed 11 bricks? I kind of wish I didn't pay for it. It's too much. It's not worth it. I paid way too much money for it. It's crazy. It's the same with the Siete Leguas, Siete Decadas. It's too much money for it. Wasn't worth it. But they're suckering people into this stuff. Don't do it. What's everyone thinking of El Tesoro single barrel? I killed 3 bottles in the last week with friends. Yeah, no, most of the feedback I've gotten from the El Tesoro single barrel, the Mondial Lafroig barrel that we have, is they love it. And I love it too. And I know I talked to some people and said I didn't pick up any of the peatiness, and then when I poured myself a glass and took it out, revisited it, and I did get a little bit of peatiness, like right in the beginning, and it disappeared. I couldn't even taste it anymore. After the first sip, I couldn't taste it anymore. And it was just a beautiful caramel and vanilla notes and just beautiful cooked agave notes coming through. It's so delicious. I killed a bottle too, so I got like 2 more bottles left. I need to order some more. But it's delicious, and the price on it is a lot less expensive than what other Mondial Lafroig barrels were going for. So it's all the feedback I've gotten back from people was that they really liked it. So you're in the same group as them. So I haven't tried Paladar. No. If I have, I would have reviewed it. But my goal isn't to go around and try every single tequila, because if I do that, I'll be drinking all kinds of crap tequila and stuff. With the channel, I mainly focus on ones where people are truly proud of their tequila and want people to know about it and are willing to send a bottle for review. Because if they're willing to do that, I'll review it. And I haven't had anybody from Paladar contact me about doing a review and telling people about their tequila, so I have not reviewed it. And the other stuff that I get normally is stuff that, if there's a FOMO play going on, I normally will work to get a bottle to try to stop the FOMO if I can, if it's not worthy. But if it is worthy, I'll tell you it's worthy. But so far, the FOMO plays that have been coming up have not been worthy. So yes, I do have some more reviews coming up. I need to get things squared away with Google on the YouTube channel first. So once I do that, I'll get them up. So I'm working on doing it. Hopefully it'll be done within the next week or so. So I'll have new reviews coming up. I got the Bandito Yankee tequila that was sent in. I have the Los Azulejos that came in. I got their Blanco Repo, 2 Repo bottles, Añejo. And then I've got a Raicilla coming in right now that's on its way in. And I think another brand sending some in. But then I also have like Chimucos. I got to do review on the whole line for them. I got to do Suerte. I'm going to revisit like Tears of Llorona and some of the other ones that I've done before. So I've got a bunch of reviews that are going to be happening on the Tequila Hombre channel. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. And subscribe to the Tequila Hombre channel. If you want to become a member and support the channel, we'd love that. You can become a member there too and support the channel. I love my members there, and I always thank them, and they get credits on the video, which is kind of cool. Love the El Tesoro single barrel, 1 bottle down already here too. Oh, there you go. All right, yeah, it's great, right? The flavor profile on it is so good, and it's so easy to drink. I enjoy it with a good stogie too. So, hey, the one. I hope you're well too. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to have my friends come by and see what's going on. Yeah, the Lafroig Tequila Barrel Collective single barrel is really, and if you remember too, you get access to that too, so you can pick up a bottle of that as well. It's so good. we have some really good tequilas that are exclusive for the collective right now. And to join, all you need to do, like I said, go to Ferment and Still, click on the link where it says exclusive barrels and stuff, and then there's a link in there to subscribe and join. And you just click on that link to join, and then once you join, you go in and look under current buys. You'll see the listing, and you'll see the password for this month, and you can go into that then and place your order. So it's password protected. Yes, I have some Mezcal reviews coming up too. We're going to get back to doing Mezcal Mondays. I just need to, once again, get this thing squared away with Google first on the channel. We had a little clerical issue that I need to get resolved. It just has to do with attaching the account to the correct thing. So I'm waiting for Google to allow me to do that, and once they do, everything will be set again. So yeah, but I'm gonna do a video too on good mezcals for beginners. We have some good ones there that are available that people can pick up for fairly inexpensive right now, and start really exploring mezcals more. And we'll do more Mezcal Monday episodes. So is there any interest in blind tasting reviews with some of these hype FOMO bottles mixed among some proven cloud? Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to do blind tastings, so we'll definitely have some of them mixed in. Like I'll do for the Carrera blind tasting, I'll have the 11 bricks in it, because 11 bricks is 53%, and Carrera is 54%, so they're close, but they'll be in the same group. I'm going to have ones that are close in an ABV in the same group, so you'll see them mixed in. Absolutely. I've never tried Tears. I watched a review. Didn't seem to be your favorite. No, we'll revisit it. It's not, because there really isn't much agave in it, if I remember correctly. So I'll revisit it too. It's mostly Scotch, brandy, and sherry that you taste in it. And so if you're into those liquors and stuff, you might like it. But if you're looking for agave flavor, for me, it's not existent. So, but I'll revisit it. Re-review it and see what I think. And there's some older reviews that I've done that I'll revisit and re-review too, because people's tastes change over the years, and so we'll see what they things look like. So, Hombre, what did you drink for your birthday? I didn't drink anything for my birthday, but thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I didn't drink anything on my birthday. I was out doing things with my daughter. And then what did I do during the day? Yeah, laid around the house and watched TV. I actually enjoyed myself. It was quiet. I was going to play golf, but I didn't end up playing golf. I just kind of hung out and just and then went out to dinner with my daughter afterwards, and then just hung out. Really, that's all I did. What is that? Salmor Diablito Rojo added to the website, and that's the same amount we've had before. I don't think they bought any more. Your favorite is still Excelencia. Yeah, I love Excelencia. We'll revisit that too. And it's funny because every time Excelencia does a bottle, oh, there's a new batch of Excelencia. It's like, no, it's the same batch. They just did another bottling. They have a bunch of it. It's all sitting in carboys. So they just bottle a little bit at a time. So they just did another bottling of the same batch. When I was sitting with Carlos last year, I'm like, oh, I understand you're coming out with a new batch of Excelencia. He goes, no, same batch, just new bottling. Oh, okay. So, yeah, there's still Diablito Rojo on the website, and there's on Ferment and Still. There's still the El Tesoro 85th on there too, which I think is delicious. That one's really good. I like it. The price on the Diablito Rojo's come down to, so you can get it for, I think, $5.99.99 now. So that's a good price. Considering it was selling for $795 originally. So, but I love that. I love that extra añejo. Everything that David Ravandi does is really good. You can't go wrong. Even with the regular Diablito and the 123 organic tequila, they're all really good. And I have people asking me still if there's any additives and stuff in those. No, there's no additives. They're additive free. They're additive free. But yeah, the FOMO stuff, we'll include them in the blind tastings so you guys can see that they won't hold up. They won't hold up to some of the stuff that's readily available and less expensive. This Carrera is going to kick a lot of people's butts. I'm serious. People are going to be talking about Carrera, and it's going to be like the new crazy tequila that everyone's going to be trying to get. But it's going to take a little while to build up that, but it'll happen. People will start like drinking and go, "Oh my god, this stuff is so good." There'll be plenty of Fleur de Lis that still strengthen around because this stuff will blow it out of the water. It seriously will. This is so good. I take this over Fleur de Lis still strength any day. So good. Somebody asked too if it's really hot. No, it's not. It drinks real easy. But you have to understand it is 54% alcohol, so so any other questions? Anything else you guys want to know about? What else can I throw in here that we're sit around waiting for people to think about what they would ask? You guys got to come prepared with stuff to ask and things to talk about. Or maybe I should just come with subjects. Which I think the Carrera 54 was what I basically wanted to focus on today, because I'm excited to hear what you guys think about it when you finally get it, because people went crazy. Okay, just for kicks and giggles, if you're watching this and you've tried the Carrera CTB 45 Blanco, comment here and let me know what you think. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Comment and let me know right now. I want to see the comments coming through of everybody that tried the Carrera, the 40% of this flavor profile, the CTB 045. Comment and say it was delicious, or whatever you thought about it. And I want to hear what you think, just so people can see. The people that haven't tried it yet that are watching will know that that it's for real. Yes, we'll have some interviews coming up. Definitely some brands. We'll have a couple of mezcal brands and tequila brands and stuff coming on. We'll definitely be doing that. That's going to be stuff here for the Hombre Cave. So those will be here on the Hombre Cave. So Quicksilver says that Blanco was amazing. See, so okay. And Tony said Carrera is my go-to. Can't get enough of it. There you go. See, so it's the real deal. I'm not just making this stuff up, and I'm not BSing anybody. Jan Neeson said the 40% was great. I think I ordered 6, and then I ordered 6 more. Besides drinking it straight, it makes great Paloma. See, there you go. See? Sam Flores says, I really like it. Is any other batch greater than 45 the same juice? I've seen, yes, it's the same juice. CTB 50 is the same juice. Anything over 45 is the same juice right now. They made a big batch and they just did several bottlings of it. So it's the same juice. This is the same juice too. This came out of the same batch. So the 50 that we have on fermented still, that's shipping from fermented still, is the same stuff. Johnny E says it was awesome. My wife even liked it, and she doesn't like tequila. So there you go. This is coming straight from people that have tried it. And those of you, if you're on TMM, go post a review for them. Help them out. Give them a good grade. Because they have a bunch of reviews in there that give them a lower score based on the old stuff. So they need help with getting the word out. So post it on social media. I posted a review on TMM already. I gave them a 94 because I think it's that good. It's one of the best Blancos I've ever had. It's amazing. And I've had a lot of Blancos. I have a lot. Even 1580 juice from, back in the day when everyone was like, "Ooh, 1580." That stuff is the stuff. That stuff's, the jam. Which it was 1079 before. Is that right? Yeah, 1079. We're like, oh, that stuff's the stuff. That's the best Blanco. That's what you gotta look for. The old 1079 juice. This stuff's better than that. It's that good. So go to Ferment and Still, click on the exclusive barrel buy link, join the collective, become a member. It's $10. And then go down to the current buys channel and you'll see the post for this with the password. Get the password, you go into the exclusive buy area with the password, and then you can buy all the exclusive stuff that's in there now. You can get the El Tesoro single barrel Lafroig aged añejo. You can get the Carrera 54 pre-sale as well. So, and then you'll be able to get the Yayo single barrel Repo, which is amazing with the tropical fruit notes that it has in it because it's aged in rum from Colombian rum barrels. And then we have a batch of Ocho that's coming in for us as well as a single barrel Repo that's coming from Carlos Camarena's private reserve batch, which I'm super excited about that one. But it's one that's been in Carlos's private reserve that we're getting a barrel of that. That's going to be amazing stuff. And that's also exclusive to the collective. Membership has its privileges. And then when stuff like this comes out where we get, the G4 6-year XA, and we only got like 6 bottles of it, it'll go to people in the collective. They'll get the first opportunity to buy it. Same with, we did the same with the Winter Blend and the Serra de Luz. All that stuff, it all went to collective members first. They get the first shot. Was that Agave Americana just got banned in public places in the Shire of Capel, Australia. Due to the risk to the public, it can cut to the bone. We need some Mezcalero here ASAP. Okay, there you go. I don't know what kind you can make out of Americana, though. I mean, I don't think the Americana has got enough sugars in it to produce a mezcal. I don't think I've seen an Americana mezcal. I think that's great for decor, for using for as a decorative plant, but I don't think it fits the bill for making mezcals. I don't know if there's enough sugar in it or not. I don't know if it hits that requirement. So it's not like you can make mezcals out of any. They need ones that have the certain sugar level. Needs enough starch in them, enough higher bricks, you know. Otherwise, it's not going to produce enough sugars for them. But it's a good idea. I mean, you can always try to dig one up and make a agave spirit yourself if you want to cook it and stuff. But they're doing it in South Africa, but they're not using Americana. They have their own roux agave. I've got a South African agave spirit that I'll do a review of too. That one's kind of cool. You guys will be interested in that one. I just posted a review. Got a mezcal brought in, a new erstwhile mezcal, a Tepestate, this ancestral Tepestate, that it comes in 375 milliliter bottles. We just got that added up on Ferment and Still today. I'll have the owner from erstwhile on with me on the Hombre Cave here, where we'll talk about mezcals and their projects and stuff. He's a really nice guy, and we'll taste through some of his expressions. So that's one of the interviews and stuff that we'll have here on the Hombre Cave. It should be good. We need to get more people too to subscribe to the Hombre Cave, you guys. So tell your friends about the Hombre Cave. This is the kind of the informational podcast extension from the Tequila Hombre channel. So when we review stuff there, we'll come here to talk about it. So this is the place to hang out. And then we do cigars here. We do winemaking. We do a bunch of different things as well here. So this is the cool man cave place to hang out and talk about things. And then you'll hear me go off on rants as well on things like the FOMO for the stupid, heavily allocated stuff that's priced way too high, like Siete Legua Ducatas. And now it's funny because the Siete Legua Ducatas, everyone was going crazy about it. Like, oh my gosh, it's all Criollo, and just like Calle 23 Criollo. It's like, no, it's not just like Calle 23. But they're like, oh, it should be great, and blah blah blah. And it was like $130 something for a Blanco, and I was like, oh my god, you guys are crazy. And I ended up getting a bottle given to me by a friend in Mexico, and I brought it back and did the review on it. And yeah, it's like, no, this is easily a $45 bottle of Blanco. Nothing great to it. And so then, you know, they were like, if originally it was heavily allocated. This is kind of the funny part of it. It was heavily allocated where like you can only get a certain amount of bottles. So it's like when I checked with the distributor about getting it, since, you know, people want it and it's a good quality tequila, just way overpriced. Said, okay, we'll look into getting it for Ferment and Still. And so I did the research for them and found the distributor, and they're like, oh, it'd be allocated for you guys, even though you're one of the largest sellers of agave spirits. You buy more agave spirits from us than anybody. We're still allocating stuff, so we can only give you like 5 cases. And so we said, okay, well, we'll take off 5 cases. And then it's not 3 weeks later, they're like, oh, we lifted the allocation, so if you guys want more, you can buy as much as you want now. And I'm like, yeah, it's because nobody's buying it, because it's just not good. All the words out about it is that it's not good, and I was one of the first people to tell you guys it's not good, and just leave it. While the other people all the other, you know, influencers are like, oh, it's so yummy and stuff's great and blah 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 and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's good, but it ain't $130 good. That's the kind of honest reviews and stuff that I'll give you guys. I don't bullshit you. I won't feed you crap. I won't blow smoke up your butt. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm going to tell you the way it is. And there's still a ton of this stuff sitting on the shelves waiting for people to buy it, and no one's buying it because it just isn't that good. And they have like 75,000 bottles, 7,500 bottles of it or something. It's like limited edition, 7,500 bottles. It's like, oh my god, you know how much tequila 7,500 bottles is? That's huge. So don't get caught up on the FOMO. Don't end up paying too much for something that you don't need to do it. You're not missing anything. Don't go scrambling looking for Fortaleza and paying a high price for it. Don't. Just wait. Just let it go. Christmas time, when they open the new distillery, there'll be plenty of it. It'll be all over the place. And it'll be a fraction of the cost because there'll be a ton of it. They're expanding their production, so there'll be a lot more coming at the end of this year, beginning of next year. There'll be plenty of it. So try other tequilas. Carrera's going to blow Fortaleza out of the water anyways with the high proof. They're a high proof Blanco. They're still strength Blanco. I'm telling you. All right. So I think I've done enough on my soapbox. Any other questions before we call it a night, you guys? It was fun. This Carrera stuff is amazing. It is so good. So I'll do a review of it too. I'll put it up on YouTube on the Tequila Hombre channel. You'll see the review. For those of you here that are seeing the preview, it's gonna get a 5 agave because it's just that good. It's that good. All right, well, we're going to call it a night then. Everyone's really quiet tonight. Normally, there's a lot more talking going on. Kind of a buzz. People chatting. But everyone's been kind of quiet today, which is kind of good. Either they're absorbing the knowledge or just feeling kind of lazy. I don't know. Or they're just too drunk. All right, well, until next time, though, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila, and don't get caught up in the FOMO stuff. Really, seriously, don't. You end up spending way too much money for stuff that you shouldn't spend that much money for, right? So pick up a bottle of the 54 Carrera, join the collective, grab the Carrera, grab the El Tesoro Lafroig aged Añejo, and you'll be in great shape and not spend a ton of money, all right? Salute. Bye, guys. See you next weekend. See you next Tuesday. We're doing the special video on how to taste tequila, which will be the end of our master class, because people just weren't into the tasting palate expansion thing. So I'll just post the information on the what to get to expand your palate and stuff in the community section, so you guys can get that information there and do it on your own. Right? All right. Have a great weekend, and enjoy some fantastic